Drop the sword.
Make me.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out Phoenix the Warrior, also known as She-Wolves of the Wasteland. And this 1988 film was directed by Robert Hayes and stars Kathleen Kinmont, Peggy McInernart, and James Emery, among others, of course. The story of this movie takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where all the men have been wiped out and there's only like a handful of ladies left. And they just, go into what you would in a post-apocalyptic world. So you all become warriors or bandits or scavengers. And in this world, they also have like a hierarchy too. There's like this matriarch who kind of is responsible for producing more people in their society. And she controls it quite tightly. Except one day, one of her breeding ladies escapes with a boy child inside of her. And she teams up with our main hero, Phoenix. And together they have to, run around the wasteland, escaping the bad guys who are chasing them, and hopefully, get a better life for themselves. Along the way, they might also find the last man on Earth. What will happen though? Well, for that, you gotta watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. So what works with it? Well, I gotta say there's lots of fun in a variety of different ways in this movie. The fact that it's just all women is, a fun idea, especially coming from the 80s. That's not a normal thing to have. They might have, Battle of the Sexes or whatever, but just movie of all women, not really heard of. And so that was just a unique thing that I really enjoyed, seeing all these women. And it's kind of funny because, like, why would you assume women would want to make like a utopia after the end of the world? Like, they did go right into not patriarchy, matriarchy, right? So they have this matriarch who rules over above everyone else because, why would you change the system? It worked for the rich and powerful, right? And I don't know, it's just fun that way. And there's lots of other fun things in this one as well. I would say it's like halfway to like an Andy Sedaris movie, if you know who that is. He makes these kind of exploitative movies. And this one certainly is exploitative as well. There's lots of scantily clad people running around. There's nudity as well. And it reminds me of a Andy Sedaris movie because there's a lot of bullets as well. So it's like halfway between that Triple B movie. So it's got the babes, it's got the bullets. And that is lots of fun as well, seeing these ladies just have gunfights and run around shooting at each other. One of them even has like a samurai sword. And so, I don't know, lots of different fun things like that. The characters are fun too, especially like kind of the secondary characters. They all have like great names too. Like there's Chainsaw, there's Mohawk, there's Neon, there's Cobalt. Like they just all have great names too. And so yeah, lots of different fun things in this one. Other than that, this is one of those movies where it's kind of so bad it's good. It certainly has everything you come to love about, 80s and the post-apocalyptic movies that came out of the 80s. And so it's all that campy goodness, all that cheesy goodness. They have, gladiator battles, they have cults in the desert, they have doom buggies, and these doom buggies are like flying off these bumps and stuff. And so it's just all of the stuff that you come to love with different faces, of course, different little storyline. But it is great fun that way if you know what you're getting into. I certainly do enjoy this style of movie. I've seen quite a few of them. I'm always scouring the net for just titles that I can then go and research. And so this was one of those ones. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun, I found. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this one. Well, you can't fault it for too much. It's trying to be campy, it's trying to be fun, and it certainly is. What I would say is there's a few like time jumps because they have this like baby child, and then they just like randomly don't even like introduce it. Like the next scene skip 5 years or whatever, and you have to kind of figure it out yourself. They don't tell you. There's like a few of that, like they're like, oh, I'm pregnant, and then like the next scene is them giving birth, and you're like, oh, that's not like how pregnancy works, right? But no, it's a time jump, right? And they just don't tell you, which is so strange. You figure it out pretty quickly. But yeah, it's just one of those things that like, I don't know, it made me laugh when I saw it. I was like, what is this? This is not how this, storytelling works. And so yeah, that could have been better. But other than that, I would not say there's much. The acting is decent, or at least not bad. The music's not bad. Like everything is just kind of campy fun. As for my recommendation, well, of course, if you love this campy stuff from the 80s, do try to find this one. Post-apocalyptic fans will like this one. It's quite a bit of fun that way. The only thing I would say is availability might be an issue. I think you can find it on YouTube, but these things are always changing, so that's a place to start, I guess. But yeah, it's just great fun. So if you like this kind of style of B-movie, if you like good bad movies as well, then yeah, press play on this one. As for a rating, well, of course I gotta give it the good bad score. It certainly kind of fulfills everything that fits into this category. And so yeah, I'm going to give it the 4.5. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.